Yeah, get to the intro yet again. This is Ash. Welcome to Comix.
This is Luis.
This is Esteban.
And welcome to Comix.
Let's just get right into it, shall we?
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go ahead and kill everybody's buzz and talk about DC Legends. Have you seen this?
Yes.
What do you think?
I'm really liking it. I'm surprised that they seem to have like a really big budget for a television show.
I bet you say that to all the girls. You haven't seen it?
I've seen half of the first episode.
I liked the first episode. I like
I'm hearing a butt.
Snark.
Whose butt? Whose butt?
Snark and fucking Flamer. What's his name?
Flamer?
I know
The
you're
fucking
talking
Heatwave?
Captain Cold and Heatwave.
Yeah, I like them on the Flash because it didn't. Their lines are best suited when they were the main characters.
Okay. I see what you're saying because I was watching it and
it's a
Captain
little-
Cold was very like, so
Yeah,
there's this.
Cool and collect, and his brother is a hothead.
but
Huh?
a lot of those lines were straight out of fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze.
Chill.
Yeah, I mean they're missing the accent, but there's a lot of just. That's what I was afraid of when I first heard about this was secondary characters that should have remained secondary characters becoming main characters.
Well, that's kind of personally, I think that's kind of cool especially about this show. Like they're like, oh, you guys are legends, and in reality, it's like these people are fucking nobodies, and that's why they need their help to change time. And because these people were so insignificant that they would cause the least amount of time rift. So it's interesting that so we're gonna give you guys the spotlight so that we can fix the world because no one really cared about you anyway.
Gotcha. Firestorm, right?
Yes,
Okay. The new guy is fucking horrible.
he's pretty bad.
His acting is horrible.
He's pretty bad.
when he acted like he got knocked out, yo man, I want off this plate. I was like, oh my god, this is almost blaxploitation. Oh, it was that bad. It was just like you're making him talk.
I'm not gonna
Horrible.
lie, and I know this kind of sounds kind of bad
Yeah.
for me saying this, but when I first heard him say that, I turned back and I thought it was Kenan Thompson. I really did. The way he said it with the accent and everything, like I was talking, it really sounded like I was listening to Kenan Thompson.
When he in the Flash, when he had lines that were like he was a football player and
Right.
got fucking hurt during the. I'm horrible at this. During the fucking big
The explosion, yeah.
Yeah. He had a great story as a football player. He hurt himself all of a sudden because of the explosion. His knee worked and he was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Well, he had a story. In this one, he was just kind of like, wow, this
Do you
is
think
bad.
they bumped him down from being like? Well, okay, I haven't really been keeping up. So the Firestorm that you're talking about in the Flash, is it the same? The one that got hurt and everything, is it the same dude in Legends of
Yes.
Tomorrow? Okay, so do you think that they
Sort of.
Sort of?
He died in the first season.
No, because that was
Which
Stephen.
I
That was
don't know
Stephen
if you saw,
Amell's
but yeah.
brother,
Cousin.
or cousin. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. But I'm saying the guy that's playing
Oh, I see what you mean.
Firestorm right now in Legends of Tomorrow, he was in Flash. Okay,
Yeah.
So do you feel that story arc that he had, where it seemed like he got that he was getting a really good traction, and then he got into Legends of Tomorrow, they're like, we're gonna go ahead and bump you down to a sidekick now. Is that how you feel that he's at right now? That he's getting kicked down to sidekick?
He's definitely one of the heavy hitters.
Now, do you think it's more he's the heavy hitter because he's leaning on? I don't know the other guy's name. The
guy that
older-
went down with the ship in Titanic.
What? He's in Titanic? I didn't know he's in Titanic. Oh, okay.
The old guy.
Yeah. So do you think he's like leaning on him and kind of using him as a crutch? Because I think his acting skills are actually pretty. Not the guy, not the kid, but the older guy.
Yeah, he's badass.
Yeah, I think he's pretty on point because I was kind of watching the latest episode where Captain Cold tried to steal this thing for
The Emerald.
The Emerald, spoilers, for his dad. So I saw where he was talking to the Atom and explained to you. Did you see it? Okay, so because you're looking at me like, stop talking.
No.
Okay, so how he was talking to him and like kind of pepping him up like a dad would, like as he's doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually pretty cool. Like I think but yeah, now from what you guys are saying, I'm thinking that this kid's using this guy as a crutch.
He goes from how Jane get me off this crazy thing to somehow knowing or telling the ship to use the self-defense stuff to take out a bounty hunter.
Right.
That they fucking call Boba Fett.
Do they really call him full
They call him Boba Fett.
As a joke.
Up.
Oh,
Okay.
kind of like, so hey, somebody get Boba Fett off our trail, like as like a little nudge.
Okay.
Which to me, I think that's friendly banter of
Yeah.
like back to the whole Marvel versus DC, and I've never gotten sick of that. Some people really get a little overboard, like the whole
crazy,
like the fuck Marvel thing. I'm like, okay, I like Marvel, I like DC. You can like both things.
With Dark Knight and then Arrow introduced us to this person, and then they gave us leeway, and then they gave us the Flash, and we accepted it.
Right.
And now, then through the Flash, we're accepting these people with powers. Now, they went full blown, and now there's gods, there's this, there's that. Like, I kind of feel like there wasn't that little leeway of, let us get over the people having superpowers first.
Okay.
All of a sudden, there's gods that have been living, like, the guy that, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And then they had past, it's just, I kind of feel like it was just a punch in the face. Out of nowhere.
Okay.
I mean, then again, if you're tuning in to watch The Flash or Supergirl or whatever, you kind of know what you're gonna be in store for. Like, that's kind of I can buy that this person can run at the speed of sound and that this we could potentially travel in time. But God's no, fuck that, that's where I cross the line.
I'm saying one more season. Or one more season where
they slowly brought them in. Okay.
One more season of The Flash where they couldn't close this portal, and all of a sudden those gods are from Earth 2.
Yeah.
Where there can be gods. That would have been dope. Rather than, hi, we've been here the whole time, and I used to work at a fucking coffee bean. Hi, I'm a god.
Are you listening, CW? Are you listening?
Well, I said call him WP earlier. My bad.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. All right. You have anything?
No. That's a first.
Okay, yeah, that is a first. What?
A fair statement.
That is a fair statement.
You would have heard me if you would have let me fucking finish.
Yeah,
God damn it.
One thing that I will say though, in the white canary.
Yeah.
White canary. Yeah. I always thought she had like a real fugly face. You know, like she had one of those faces like a man face almost.
What?
Yeah, but in Legends of Tomorrow, she smiles a lot, and so now I'm on board. That's it. Let's move on.
Wow. When she was a badass fucking woman of the night.
Woman of the night? I don't think that's a proper term to give the white canary.
You was a prostitute.
Right.
You weren't in, but now that she has self-control.
She's so pretty now.
I will say this, though. There was a line where the guy, I guess he was trying to pick up on her, and she basically said, you're not my style, but your girlfriend is.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty straightforward. Going, not in a sexual way, but it was pretty... There's so many people that are PC now. Like, it's just great to... Little things like that are appreciative.
Right.
Now, are you upset about them casting a Flash in the cinematic universe, considering that the TV Flash has been doing so well?
Dude. Honestly, that could have... I understand it has to be two different worlds, but I don't know who this new Flash is.
No,
never seen him ever. You have a built-in audience with Arrow and fucking the Flash.
So you think that's just the wrong thing to do?
I think the studios are dealing with a movie of this budget, and they don't want to take a chance on TV actors.
Right.
Which is fucking stupid, because the fucking ratings that they're bringing, they're gonna bring that. Like, watching Steve Amell and fucking Ben Affleck sound off on each other, because they're basically the same character.
Right.
That would have been awesome, because they're both sarcastic but dark.
Right.
Fucking Superman in the Captain America role, trying to roll everybody in. Like, I'm just saying, in general, it would have been... I don't know who this new Flash is.
But I know what they're trying to do. I see what they're trying to do, and I think it's gutsy that they're doing this, because right now they have nothing compared to Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay? And right now, that whole campaign, the whole Fuck Marvel campaign, I don't know too much about it, but I know what DC's trying to do.
Nice segue.
And it's kind of like, I think it's a great opportunity for them if it's done properly. Because if it's done properly, I think it's going to blow Marvel out of the water. If it's done properly. because in the early 90s, mid 90s, Crisis on Infinite Earth, am I right?
Early 90s.
Early 90s, Crisis on Infinite Earth. That is what merged the entire DC universe together, where you had your multiverse, where you had Flash from Earth 1, Flash from Earth 2, Flash from Earth 3, Batman from 1, 2, 3. That's what it does. It brings everybody together, you know, and I have a feeling that that's what they're trying to do. That ultimately, that they're going to go ahead and bring a multiverse together where it's going to go ahead and bring the movie universe and the TV universe together.
So there's going to be two Wally West. And in this one, in the movies, he's white, and in the TV show, he's black.
Potentially.
Okay. Yes.
And it's funny that you mentioned that. There was an interview with Zack Snyder, the director of the upcoming Batman vs Superman. He's kind of taken the bull by the horns in this whole like DC endeavor, and he made a comment when they were asking him like why about getting another Flash casted, and he said, you know what, TV Flash is doing really great, but because they're doing so great, because they have their own scripting and their own directing, I don't want to structure my movies based off of a beautiful world that they've already created on the TV universe.
So if they did horrible, he would be hired.
Well, not necessarily. His next comment was that instead he chose to accept that they exist in the multiverse. So the director full on said
chose. As opposed to the people that created these characters, this guy.
Well, no, I don't think it's Zack Snyder saying that. I think it's more so. Obviously, he's in the comics. He's in the comics, and I think he's more of a in the ear of the WB and the Warner Brothers executive saying, "Hey, no, think about it. Do it this way. You want to go ahead and do completely different from what Marvel's doing. This is what you have to do. Think about it. Do it this way, this way, this way." Not saying that they're gonna follow him. Yeah. But by him accepting the fact or saying publicly, hey, there is a multiverse, you know, then that gives us the ability to say, well, holy shit, like you were just saying, there are two Wally West. There's a white Wally West and there's a black Wally West. Who cares? You know, but they're from two respective universes. This Wally West may not have the same job that an Earth 2 Wally West
this
has.
Is us who are into comics.
Right.
Explain this to a fucking person who only watches football.
Well, the Flash is doing a pretty good job of it. Have you been keeping up with the Flashes of this past week?
Yeah.
The past week they explained they've been explaining with each episode they explain what the multiverse is, and they'll say okay,
some random dude on the street like
how come that guy's not the same guy I watch it on TV?
No, and see that's my point though. Like in the event that they were to try to do something in the multiverse as easily as they explained it in the TV show, they can have a segment of a scientist saying, well, it does make sense because if you look here, and then they'll just kind of like paint it out.
And see, it could be something as simple as in Back to the Future 2, where Marty McFly goes back and he sees Doc Brown. He brings up the chalkboard. He's like, think of it this way. It's two parallel universes. Yeah. You're doing this here, but your other parallel self is doing something else here. And then somehow it's simple as that. It's a simple scene where they just put that in.
The TV guy can end up in the movies by running really fast and ending up in that.
Ultimately, universe, right? Yes, they can. And that's what I think they can pull or probably do down the road. I'm thinking that that's what they can probably do. Is it a possibility? Yes. Are they going to do it right away? Probably not.
Now, there's two things I feel that are going to help push this along. Number
your
one,
left nut and your right nut.
Those are the two. No, what I think is going to really push DC to do it is we got Marvel already in talks about. There's rumor that they're going to bring the TV universe into the cinematic universe to kind of make it all one big thing. Now, if they actually execute that, and that's item number one. Item number two is if Ninja Turtles does well. Stay with me. Hear me out.
Because I'm about.
I know. Because if Ninja Turtles 2 does well, Stephen Amell, which is also he's the lead actor in Arrow, and he's playing as Casey Jones. Now, a movie that big, it's a big budgeted movie. Whether or not it's going to be successful because people saw the first one, I don't know.
Right.
But if it does well, and if they, WB execs look at Steve Amell and be like, you know what, he can hold attention. It didn't come off as god awful like when the reviews come in, and be like, you know what, this person, and the guy's already fit. Like this person can stand
toe to toe with Ben Affleck or a Henry Cavill, or
so like with the ultimate dark side war to bring in, all right, Green Arrow, you're up, and have him just fighting some fucking minions while the main battle is happening with everybody else. But that's how I feel that there's a lot riding on Ninja Turtles. That if it does well, they'll be able to maybe look at it and be like, you know what? We should probably have a little faith in this guy that he can bring something to the universe.
If you're putting faith in Megan Fox, you could put faith in anybody, I guess. But look at fucking I feel I watch a lot of movies, and the whole young cast of Star Wars Episode 7 never knew him before this movie.
Right.
And they fucking put a whole franchise into these 3 or 4 people. Mm-hmm. Why can't they do that with 2 characters, The Flash and...
I think they had faith in J.J. Abrams. Mm-hmm. I think that's what it was. Not necessarily that they didn't have faith in the actors. I think they had faith that J.J. Abrams can turn this franchise into something completely different. That's what I think they did. And I don't think that Zack Snyder, don't get me wrong, is a good director. He's a great director. I don't think that they have faith enough in Snyder, or Snyder may not have faith. I mean, he easily brushed it off as, I don't want to take them out of their beautiful world and put them into mine. Mm-hmm. You know, that's saying that, to me, that I'm interpreting that as, no, they can't play with us in our sandbox. They're going to have their own universe to play in.
Yeah. It's interesting. I took it a completely different way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the way I saw it was, he doesn't want to potentially rush something on his script, on his side. If they're doing well, why am I going to try to tell them how to do their show to fit with my movies? Mm-hmm. Instead, let them continue on the path that they're doing, because they're doing well. They're great shows. Yeah. To continue to have that go, so that he'll continue with the movies, and if the opportunity presents itself, they can both... An awesome movie Flash and an awesome TV Flash can
like
potentially...
kind of thing.
Yes. And they could potentially do like a Flashpoint or something where they would...
I think that'd be an amazing movie.
That would be an amazing movie.
I think that would be an amazing movie.
To have the Flashpoint actual movie, like a Flash standalone Flashpoint movie, and then bring Barry Allen like in there and be like, oh shit. Like, even if it's just a cameo.
Yeah.
People would lose their shit.
Yeah.
In the TV show, when he's running and he's looking...
Looks at himself?
Yeah, like so dope.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dude. But I mean, to touch a little bit back on Batman vs. Superman, I think in that same interview, Snyder actually did release a few more details and did confirm that Aquaman and the Flash and Cyborg...
Is that his real outfit? His real costume? Ooh. What you see on the commercial?
Aquaman?
He has it's like straps and a...
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. He looks very like barbaric. Like, very,
and I think
he makes you feel safe, does he?
So good.
I can't wait just in his arms and he's just holding me, caressing me.
I'm sure he's going to be the one Aquaman you can't fuck with.
So delicious.
And I think that's why they got him. I think with him,
they'll stop laughing.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's been the butt of DC's jokes for his entire existence. Oh, it's Aquaman. He talks to fish. It's just like, come on.
Yeah.
I think and you know what? Jeff Johns did an amazing job in the Aquaman New 52. If you guys must read it, because I just finished the Justice League Volume 1, and the way Aquaman is portrayed, he's barbaric. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But what he was saying, and he was quoted because he was interviewed on a podcast called The Hall of Justice, and he said that as far as the other Justice League characters, and this is Snyder saying this, as far as the Justice League characters goes, it's really a small role. So meaning that Aquaman, Flash, and Cyborg, their roles are extremely small. Okay? So everyone thinking like, holy shit, the Flash is in there, Aquaman's in there, and Cyborg's in there. What roles are they going to play, or how much screen time are they going to play? He's already confirming that it's a tiny role. He's
too much anyway.
Right. There's already too much going on. So with him saying that it's really a small role, it's really just a whisper that they exist. Now that's coming straight from Snyder. So how do you think that they are going to be introduced? Do you think at the very end of the movie, Batman's going to get with Superman and Wonder Woman and say, look, I've been monitoring all these other metahumans, and he shows them a la Iron Man, a la Avengers, where Phil Coulson comes in and he shows them the briefcase and Tony plugs it into Jarvis, and you've got Captain America, you've got the Hulk, you've got these little scenes, and then him just bring up on his back computer, he's got Aquaman, he's got Cyborg, and he's got the Flash.
Well, you brought up that comparison, so I feel like they're gonna not do that.
You think so?
Because you just said that.
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna steer away from. Because there are going to be people like us that are going to be like, Dick, you already did that, or Marvel already did that. You know what I mean? They're even though.
And I think that's why they're trying to pull away. That's why DC is becoming so dark, and Marvel is so like, hey, pal, let's do this. You know what I mean? So I think that's what they're trying to do. But I have a feeling that, I mean, if he's saying that they're just a whisper of existence, that's what they could do. Right. They're just, or it could be as one of those where it's a flashback scene. That scene where, and I really hope they do this, and I think that they can go ahead and do it really well. In Man of Steel, where and I told you this, where Superman is saving the people on the oil rig, okay? And he falls into the water and he's passed out, and you see the gray whale right behind him, or the humpback whale in the background, and it's Aquaman saving him,
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
See? Okay. Now, not only that, but in Metropolis, where Metropolis is falling to pieces, and you see that Bruce Wayne is present in that, and he's going to save people.
You're thinking Flash
is running around saving people. Okay, doing something like that, or
that would be pretty awesome,
right?
Well, they showed they showed the thing where he has that green screen shoes.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, but that's not Ezra Miller. That's the guy that's playing the Flash, right? It's someone else, isn't it?
I don't even know.
I could be wrong. If we're wrong, tell us. Let us know. But that I don't think that's Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Because Ezra Miller, that's the guy that's been casted as the new Flash.
Right.
So they're saying that he might be a Jimmy Olsen.
Oh, that's right.
But that was wounded and
lost his feet
and lost his legs.
Oh, that's
so he's in a wheelchair.
Damn.
That's what people are speculating.
Yeah.
See, that would be awesome. I would think or even if it's not a flashback, if it's like during their battle with Doomsday, or during the battle of Batman versus Superman, and then just having
they're
shit
indirectly
blowing up.
helping.
Yes, exactly. And they're not and so maybe at the very end of the movie they come up, and then because it's already been hinted that Darkseid is going to be the one that is the main bad.
Darkseid's the big bad that is most likely going to show a presence. We may see him in Batman vs Superman, but he's going to be the main baddie in Justice League.
Yeah.
It's already
going to be awesome.
Do you think it's going to be like Rise of the Silver Surfer, when Silver Surfer was going into the clouds and all of a sudden you saw a shadow of Galactus?
Yeah. I didn't see shit in that shadow. All I saw was a fucking shadow.
I didn't see that movie.
You didn't see it? Don't watch it.
That's what I heard.
Do not watch it.
I haven't seen it yet.
I got it.
I kind of want to watch the newest Fantastic Four.
I do. I wanted to see it in the theater, and everybody was like, "No."
Everyone said about how horrible it was, but I kind of want to see it. I'm like,
they're already
is
doing
it
a
that
part
horrible?
2? There ain't.
Shut up! Are they?
No. They interviewed Michael B. Jordan, and he said he'd be up for a part 2. And same with Mr. the one that played Mr. Fantastic.
Different actor or different director.
Dude, that director was insane from what I've heard.
Yeah.
What I read, everyone was just like, the dude was just fucking nut job. But we digress.
That's crazy. But that's what I'm hoping that DC's going to do. I'm hoping that DC's going to do something like that, where it's going to kind of open our eyes to maybe a darker movie universe, because that's what they're going. They're following that path. That's where it's going.
Yeah. Tim Burton started it all.
Yeah. Well,
as far as the darkness.
As far as the darkness goes, yes. Yeah. It was Tim Burton.
Dark Knight and making it. That's why that's why Man of Steel was so dark.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, by the way?
Man of Steel being dark?
No, not dark. Just.
Why are you hating on a black Superman?
I still can't do. I've accepted him as our Superman.
You don't like him, do you?
Christopher Reeves, Christian Bale, will never beat Michael Keaton for me, but Christian Bale won me over.
I see what you're saying.
You know what
I see what you're saying. You're saying Christian Bale cannot beat Michael Keaton, but he can beat the shit out of George Clooney and Val Kilmer.
Right. For sentimental reasons.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you'll always love Hulk Hogan, even though you know there's 20 million better wrestlers out there.
Oh, of course.
But Hulk Hogan did 2 moves, and you loved it, and you still got your money worth.
Let me give you a rebuttal. Now, is it possible that it's because Henry Cavill hasn't been given the opportunity to win?
That's what I'm asking.
Like, just in the sense that he was supposed to get a Man of Steel 2.
Right.
And then
they decided to do
Batman vs. Superman. So,
and Christian Bale had a lot more movies to win me over. Plus,
yeah, because it was Batman Begins, Dark Knight, which everyone loved, and then Dark Knight Rises, and now Henry Cavill, he's just got the one.
Okay, yeah, true. I mean, 75% of that movie was him running away from being Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Now I accept being Superman, and all of a sudden he had to kill somebody. Which, you know what I mean? Like, it was just kind of like... It wasn't... How do you say it? Because he ran away from being Superman, I couldn't accept him. I'm accepting him as Superman. But I'm saying, as my Lord and Savior. but at the same... But I'm doing it because I don't want to be a hater.
Right.
Like everybody with Ben Affleck. My whole day was fucked because of Ben Affleck. And then I accepted it. And now hearing other people say, but it's Ben Affleck. And it's like, you're not a fan anyway. So
Yeah. So why are you talking?
Yeah.
Fuck up. Yeah. See, but it is dumb to get upset over casting before seeing the movie, but we can't help it because we're fans. But I mean, yeah, like Henry Cavill, I don't know. I've accepted as our Lord.
Well, just because you have a poster on the back of your door.
I mean, yeah. Man got pecs.
I have to feel that if you're the Flash, everything around you is going like super slow motion. Like if you're playing ping pong and you're like, bam, motherfucker, and this guy's like, Batman's all, I got it. Like it just, oh my god, just.
It'd probably be a better game to play ping pong with Superman then.
Superman for sure. But I mean, like you're banging one out, and it's just, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
like
twice.
for him it was epic.
Twice, you know what I mean?
For him it was an epic, like
Epic.
banging. But like the girl, she doesn't know. She
Right.
just, oh no, she's probably
All of
got
a sudden, your
crazy
sweater
burns.
has shit on
Probably
it.
has crazy burns though.
Maybe it was the Flash and not Bill Clinton that put that shit on her.
Maybe
Yeah.
like that jizzed on
Yeah.
Clinton.
No, Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
a three-way.
He could have jizzed on Clinton.
Yeah. All right. And
Everybody probably could have.
anyways, moving on. Did you guys hear about the new Ghostbusters toy line? Not toy line, but the Lego line.
No.
I accidentally found out I had a life.
Oh, wow. Well, if you may not know, Legos is, as Luis stated, amazing at spoiling movies.
They're notorious for it. Yeah.
They are the spoilers of pretty much every...
Do they do
Everything.
that on accident, or are they doing that for publicity?
No, I think they do it for sales. Now, for anyone that wants to go into Ghostbusters completely surprised, do not listen for the next, let's just say 10 minutes or so.
They're all chicks. Dun dun dun.
So,
I'm not watching.
so you've been warned. All right. So, spoiler alert.
I like
moving
my heroes
forward.
with penis.
they're Earth 2 Ghostbusters.
So if you're still listening, you don't really give a shit about the Ghostbusters movie. I want to go in not really caring. So, as you guys may know, Chris Hemsworth has been casted as the secretary in Ghostbusters because now
He better say Ghostbusters. What do you want?
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm really, and with the New York accent, that'd be awesome. I'd love that. That'd be amazing.
What dost thou need?
That would be perfect. But as you all know, the new Ghostbusters is coming out this year. It's an entire female cast. I'm actually really excited about this because it's time for a change. You know, I like that.
They did 2 movies. It wasn't like it was time to pass the torch.
Right, but a lot of people see it that way. They see it as not accepting that it should have been a
Rocky
trilogy.
passed the motherfucking torch, but Ghostbusters did 2 movies. It's like Henry Cavill said it was my time to pass the torch. Here you go, Channing Tatum. No, that would be stupid. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
but a lot
if
of
they
people
did
are
a trilogy,
It
if they did a
wasn't-
trilogy, and then we did it. Okay, then cool.
Well, they Raymond. What was the guy? One of the guys that passed away. Egon. The one that played Egon.
Harold Ramis.
Yeah.
Harold
So
Ramis.
Dan Aykroyd and the one, that one that you mentioned.
Yeah.
They both Ray and Egon in the movies.
Egon.
They were the Egon.
Ray.
Egon. They were both co-writers in the script of
Co-writers?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, they were. On the weekends, only on Sundays.
Be riding.
I swear, one of these days you will get a subject through, and I will not. Go on. I'm sorry.
You secretly hate me, I understand. No, and because they co-wrote the script together, they wanted to do a third. Bill Murray was the one he didn't want to do.
Yeah,
it.
he didn't want to do it at all.
And
So.
which is interesting considering that I thought that was like such a great movie for his career.
Oh yeah.
But he was just it was similar to how Harrison Ford wanted to stay away from Star Wars. Like, never wanted to be interviewed about Star Wars. No, don't talk to me about Star Wars. Like, almost a distaste for it. It was kind of the same thing with Bill Murray. So they released the game, the Ghostbusters game for the Xbox 360 and PS3, and that when they interviewed Dan Aykroyd,
that was their.
Yes, and that's exactly what he said.
I remember that.
And he's like, "This is the script that because they've been sitting on the script. They had it completed, and Bill Murray came in to do the voiceover. Yeah. But if for anyone that's ever played the game or even look it up on YouTube, it's actually pretty funny. Like the least effort in his voice acting.
Did he really?
Do you think it's
so bad?
It was a Jim Carrey thing where that's why he did like a take me more serious kind of as an actor kind of thing.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was just more of like...
Okay. Because he did Groundhog Day. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, like, and that's the part I don't understand.
Well, not only that, he did Groundhog Day, he did Caddyshack, he did, Scrooged, he did all this stuff.
See, but it's the same thing with, like, Harrison Ford then. Like, why do you hate Han Solo so much?
Yeah.
Han Solo was a badass. And you hate him.
Mad franchises.
Yeah, and, like, he was always, like, so against it. Like, never showed up at cons. Like, he was just... Like, fucking nerds. Like,
yeah, I think that's what it was. I think just because he wanted to go against the grain. That's what it was. And I think that's what Bill Murray was trying to do. And I think that was a big... I mean, wasn't... When he came out in Zombieland, wasn't that his, like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna get killed off in Zombieland? Like, wasn't that a thing?
Yeah.
You've seen Zombieland, right? Okay. I don't
Spoiler! No, yeah, I have. But I mean, that's what made me think, like... I know it's not all about the money, and I know he can walk into a party and make it a party, and... You know, he's the coolest guy, thank Chive, whatever. Right. But, I mean, at the same time, like, you're doing so many things for the people that love you, yet you're not doing the movies that we love you in.
Yeah, but again, that's on him, dude. I mean, but I mean...
Okay, I know it's an old subject, but do you really accept it being chicks? Did you not want to see, like, maybe a origin story?
No. I'm cool with this one. There's this. It's not a big deal. Like I said, I think it's. I mean, I like the fact, and you guys heard me say this. I like the fact that in Star Wars they made it all that it was going to be Finn. That Finn was going to be the next Jedi and this and that. But when Rey turned out to be the Force sensitive one, where she was the one that could potentially kick Kylo Ren's ass, dude, that blew my mind. It was awesome.
Racial profiling.
What?
I'm just kidding.
But I mean,
why can't a black man?
And that's where I think, and that's what I'm saying. It's like with this Ghostbusters movie, I think it's a great cast. They've got Kristen Wiig, they've got Melissa McCarthy, and to be honest, I don't know the other two, and
and those other chicks.
Yeah, and they got Chris Hemsworth as a secretary. And according to the Lego, to the Lego toys that have been launched, the studio, they've been really light on the plot. There have been some photo scenes where you see Chris Hemsworth on a motorcycle, which they call the Ecto 2. The Ecto 1, actually, the Lego, they showed it like it's been updated. It's still the station wagon look, but it's been updated and they have like new stuff on there and stuff and things like that. So you got your 4 characters for Legos. Then they have this red demon, which everybody's assuming is the big bad in the movie. Okay. But then now they end up revealing Chris Hemsworth character in the suit, but he's the only one that comes with 2 faces. Okay? You know how Lego, you can pop off the face and you can twist? Did you see the Lego movie? Did you see the Lego movie?
Yeah.
Okay, you know how there's good cop, bad cop?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like that, okay, for the Lego toy. So there's one where it's and his character's name's Kevin. So it's smiling Kevin with the glasses and he's on Ecto 2. And the other one is when they turn the head around, it's him, but with red eyes, meaning he's possessed. So that's what everybody or the studio's upset about.
Well, that'd be kind of interesting if that was an actual thing, because that's kind of like the success of the first one. How they got possessed.
Exactly.
And so going back to episode 7, how it's like let's revamp the formula that worked.
Right.
And that's very interesting.
So then a lot of people, now I'm thinking with that, where they're saying, is it the return of Zool?
So I'm gonna say very politely, oh my god.
Yeah.
That would be swell.
Is it the return of Zool? Are we gonna have a gatekeeper?
It's not the fucking redhead chick with the fucking flat top haircut.
Well, that's Zool, man. That's Zool. Are we gonna have a gatekeeper? You know, are we gonna have a Keymaster?
That
You know,
would be pretty. That would actually be really crazy for it to go.
Now,
my mind is blown.
think of this. Think of this. Rick Moranis comes back.
Didn't they say he wasn't going to?
I guess, but
Spoiler
that could
alert,
be.
yeah.
That could be just kind of like,
Whoa.
because he did leave.
It was cool when he was the Keymaster and Sigourney Weaver was the gatekeeper. It'd be kind of weird.
That'd be kind of funny.
That would be kind of funny if he was the gatekeeper, and then let's say they make Melissa McCarthy or.
Remember that time Thor got boned in the ass by Rick Moranis? I do.
Hello.
Well, Rick Moranis, for those people that don't know, he quit acting because his wife died. And he wanted to be a full-time dad.
Right.
And he wanted to just dedicate himself for that.
Isn't he a professor? Isn't he a teacher right now?
I don't know.
Professor Moranis, how did I shrunk the kids?
I think he's a professor. Isn't he a teacher or something like that?
I didn't hear that. I just knew that he retired from acting. So I assumed it was just from all that movie money.
Yeah. That he he was huge in what the 80s and the early 90s.
Yeah, Spaceballs, Honey I Shrunk the Kids, other stuff. So, but
when will then be now?
Yeah,
soon.
But they interviewed him, and he actually had a little bit of distaste to the movie, also. Like
the new movie.
To the new movie, when they asked him if he was going to be in it, and he's just like his response was, "I think it's pointless."
Yeah,
I don't see where he kind of laughed it off, like that's a dumb question. Why would you even ask me?
What do you think do you think at least one of them is going to be one of their daughters?
I see it as, you know what I can picture? I can picture one of them being Egon's daughter. And you know who I think it would be?
The girl Egon.
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy. No, the blonde-haired chick. Yeah.
Who has his exact haircut. Or she has the
kind of swirl in the front?
Yeah, the cartoon haircut.
The cartoon swirl. Yeah.
Maybe. And that would be like a nice little homage to...
I mean, that's... Because they all have cameos in it.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, who knows? I mean, because I can and you know what would be actually pretty funny if it was that, and Dan Aykroyd's daughter is and Melissa McCarthy's.
There it is. That's where I see
Melissa McCarthy's daughter. That would actually be pretty cool. I like that.
They both have the same accent.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. You know,
I can see that.
I'm totally interested. Just because.
Is there a Slimer? Sorry.
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I don't want to talk anymore.
I don't know if
I'm done.
I don't want to play anymore. Where'd Luis go? He left.
You give me good subjects to cut you off on. Go on.
I don't think there's going to be another Slimer. I'm pretty sure they'll come up with a new one, you know.
Kind of like a BB-8.
Yeah, you know, something like that. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? But, I mean, that's
part 2.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see. But I guess, apparently, I don't know how true this is, but I think Lego is also doing a Deadpool. And I think Ryan Reynolds is pissed off because they revealed a lot with their Lego. I haven't read up on it.
Oh.
I haven't read on it. I actually don't want to read it because I want to be surprised for Deadpool.
That's something like that was announced with the Batman vs Superman. That something was announced in the toy line.
Really?
And I stayed away from it.
Okay, I didn't even know.
The one thing that I did see, and it wasn't because the Lego line fucked it up. Mm-hmm. And there was just the regular toy line for Batman vs Superman. There's a combo toy. I think it was on Target's website, and they immediately pulled it down when they realized what it was. And I saw the picture. Spoiler alert again. It had Batman, Superman, and it had Lex Luthor in the mech suit.
What?
With the kryptonite orb in the front. And they
was it all green and purple and shit?
It was all green, not purple. I know.
Do you find that? Okay, this comic book. The Facebook, this comic book person released, blah, 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 blah. Like, they're very vague, but then 2 down, they just straight out, another comic book place will say, okay, let's just say this. New details on Superman. Click here. And then 2 things into your feed, it's all, Superman's gay in the next episode. You know what I mean? Like, do you see that? Like, some people respect spoilers and some people are just straight out boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate those assholes that don't respect the spoilers. But I get it. You know, it's just
even if it gets spoiled for me though, like I'm
still gonna see it.
And I like the path that it takes to get to the destination. Just because I know the destination doesn't mean that, I'm not going to be into the movie anymore. Like, had I known that Han died at the end of Star Wars, I would have still seen it and be like, how did he die? Well, you
know what, dude?
You can speak from experience,
Yeah.
right? Because
at this point, if you guys haven't seen Star Wars,
Well,
tough shit.
we did say spoiler.
You know what I mean? If you guys
said
haven't
it a
seen
lot of
Star Wars,
times.
you get tough shit. You know, sorry.
See, but you still enjoyed the movie. You
I
were
did.
probably
I
just
still
like,
needed
is
to
it
see.
here? Is it here? Is it here? And be like, oh, it's here.
Yeah.
And then it happens.
And they still was like, maybe everybody's lying to me. Maybe everybody's lying to me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Han Solo. He could land that fall. He probably landed right on his feet.
Yeah, and then just walked it off.
Yeah.
Like a kitty cat.
And the planet blew up. Ah, damn.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, next week, Marvel. I don't think Marvel is really too worried about Deadpool.
No, we're
I
all
don't
going
think
to
it
see it no
is.
matter what.
Yeah, I don't think they're worried about it. I mean, what are you guys' expectations?
Well, dude, I enjoy that he said, I'm going to play Deadpool till I die. And I was like,
Really?
yeah.
He said that. I didn't know that he said that.
And I
Okay.
was like, that's dope.
Okay.
That's dope. It's no Green Lantern.
You can see that he's really like committed to the character.
Hell yeah. With all this extra stuff that he's fucking doing. Yes.
Yeah, and a lot of it is just like on his Twitter page. It's like the marketing for the movie.
Oh, the marketing's amazing. You guys seen the marketing. Now, the one that I think was hilarious was the...
I cut him off again.
Yeah.
What?
I don't want to talk anymore. I don't want to talk anymore.
Yeah, you spark shit.
Hey, man. Yeah, that's what happens.
That's good.
The marketing, I think they've been brilliant with the marketing, especially releasing it around Valentine's Day. Have you guys seen the Valentine's Day marketing, right? Where they're promoting it like a love story. It's amazing. I love it. That's the greatest thing ever. You know, I showed the marketing to one of my coworkers. It's like, would you go see this movie? And it was the one where it was a pink background, you know, and it's Ryan Reynolds and I forget her name. But the other girl and they're like
Love
laughing.
is Forever.
Yeah, it says Love is Forever and it says Deadpool. And they're like, Deadpool? Is that a love movie? I go, yeah, it sure is. You're gonna go watch it? I hope you will. You know, like shit like that, you know?
And it is. If you read the synopsis.
Yeah, if you read the synopsis, technically it's a love story.
Yeah,
you know?
because he's going back for his best girl.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
you
the
know?
Crow,
Now-
it's the Spawn.
Are you nervous though that the way that the movie is, or the way we've seen all the trailers, it's always been very actiony, and I know me and Esteban were talking about this the other day, is that we got DMX playing in the background and he's like, you know, cursing. Yeah, and it seems very up and fun, but like that there was a clip that was released with Colossus getting knocked out, and there's no music playing, it's just him. Does it feel bland to you, or are you still psyched and you're like, oh, this is gonna be?
I think they turn up the music so you can see the woman knocking out Colossus.
No, true,
Well, I
but
think-
this is outside of the trailer now, so this is probably what it's gonna look like in the actual movie. So because we all saw it in the trailer, and you're just seeing him spit out one-liners and doing this, doing that, and be like, oh, this is funny, it's kooky. And then now, like when you get to see it, what it's actually this is the first time we get to see what he's gonna be like as Deadpool in the Deadpool suit, like an actual movie clip. Like, did you feel discouraged from it, or are you still on board?
I feel like we all three should watch it on the same day.
I
think
agree.
we should.
I agree.
You know what I'm kind of very interested in?
What's that?
T.J. Miller and Ryan Felipe. Why do I always call
I don't
him
know
Ryan
why you
Felipe?
call him that.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Because they both have the dry, sarcastic humor.
Yeah.
So when they're talking about, you look like an avocado, fucked up avocado.
Yeah.
They have the same type of humor, so it's gonna be funny to see them go back and forth.
Now, how long do you think that scene's gonna be?
I hope it's 20 minutes long.
If that's the entire movie, I would be happy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think what I'm excited for is how he's gonna break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he kind of did it in that little scene
Yeah.
where he looks at the camera and what's her name, Negasonic Teenage Warhead's just on her phone or just looking straight ahead. He looks at the camera and he goes, "She's gonna do a superhero jump." You know?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like that. I know a long time ago when we were talking about Deadpool, and we were talking about before it was even when we heard it was greenlit, and when we didn't know what kind of censorship it was gonna go, we were thinking that if it's PG-13, worst case scenario, it's PG-13. Do you think that they would play on his psychosis a little bit? You know, where every time he hears a curse word, you hear the bleep, and it causes him a headache. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to get that PG-13 rating, but now since they fucking got the R rating, fucking, you know,
They're going all for it.
they're going all
Do
for it.
you think it's him talking to himself and it just happens to be a close up on him and not breaking the fourth wall?
No, I think he's gonna break the fourth wall. I think, and that's what he did in the comic book, and I think that's that's the best part is that the creators want him to do that.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
Well, yeah, we got the maker of the character like right there with him,
Yeah.
like with the movie. I mean, granted, now not to rain on Deadpool's parade. I'm very excited for Deadpool.
Right.
Let's all just acknowledge one thing, and then we'll continue.
What's that?
Deadpool is a complete ripoff of Deathstroke.
Oh, absolutely.
They've even Slade Wilson and
Wade Wilson.
Wade Wilson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've acknowledged that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
So,
the
as well-
writers have even said it themselves.
No, and this is true because it was meant as like a joke on
Slade Wilson. Yeah.
Now the reason I mention this now
Okay.
is that I dreaded this when the Deadpool movie was coming out.
Okay.
There are going to be those Marvel fanboys that are
Yeah.
going to be saying, "Oh, we got DC copying wannabe Deadpool, this Deathstroke character."
Oh, because they don't know the
Oh,
difference.
because they don't know the difference.
They don't know.
Okay,
But
so
Deathstroke's
everybody
not even the same.
They're not. But
they're
it's
not.
like,
No, but it's a play on the character. All Deadpool was meant to do was to make fun of Deathstroke. That's all
Yeah.
he was meant to do. Then he exploded in New Mutants number 91? 91?
no, I don't know.
Or 98? It was in the 90s. He exploded and loved by everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and they just developed the character to the point where his character at this point knows no bounds.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing is that anybody that's going to talk shit about Deadpool or talk about Deathstroke,
Is he still dead in the comics?
who?
Deadpool.
No, he
doesn't
just
die.
He doesn't die.
Yeah, it keeps coming
Yeah,
back.
he's. I think they said that he's even reanimated from a single stem cell.
That I don't know. I know his head blew up in like the Deadpool versus Marvel.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry. Deadpool kills the Marvel universe.
That book's a good book and it's hilarious. I love that book. That book's a real good book.
Some pretty crazy like fight scenes, and,
Yeah.
and there's a scene where his head gets blown up by the Invisible Woman, and it just comes right back together and
Yeah.
kills her. Like you cannot kill this guy.
No, there's this one part where. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay. There's this one part, and if you guys haven't read it, it came out in what, the 2000s?
Yeah.
It came out in the two, and it's the great thing is that book ends with him realizing that he's a comic book character.
Yeah.
Because at the very last panel, he's in a closet and he sees the 4 creators that are creating this book in there, and he looks back at the camera and he goes, shh, and then it ends. You know, which I think is amazing. But there's this one fight scene where he fucks up Spider-Man. It is amazing how he kicks Spider-Man's ass.
Is
you
this
know?
when he defeated all of them?
Mm.
This was just a story, and then everybody.
Oh, this was just a story. That's all it was.
Yeah.
It was completely
it was its
unrelated.
own- yeah, it wasn't canon. It
'Cause
wasn't
he
part of the main
killed-
universe.
Spider-Man, Captain America,
Jesus.
Iron Man, and there's a 4th one.
Killed
I think-
Wolverine. I know he killed Wolverine.
And Wolverine. He actually kills Wolverine. So I think there was 4 of them that he ends up taking out.
Beheaded him.
Yeah, and then he ends up, because there was Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, and I think there was Punisher kills the Marvel Universe also, doesn't he?
That I didn't.
I could be wrong, but anyways,
They did like a soft relaunch on that of as opposed to the hard relaunch.
Yeah.
I know.
No, this is my remember to ask you guys something.
Okay. Good.
Dude, I'd be cutting you off again.
You've been doing it this entire podcast. What's the one more time?
What the fuck is it any different now? No, all I was gonna say is that I think it just finished or it's gonna finish soon. Deadpool versus Thanos. And it was kind of,
that's gonna be a good one.
And it's on paperback right now.
Okay.
I think it's probably finishing up soon. I think it was on issue 5 or 6.
Okay. I'll probably wait till
Before
that.
hearing somebody say the word Thanos, did you think it was Thanos forever?
Actually, I didn't know who Thanos was until at the end of.
You're a comic book guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I didn't know his name.
I called him Thanos.
I didn't know.
I call him Thanos.
I didn't
I
know
call
his
Thanos.
name. I only knew him from that video game, the X-Men Children of the Atom.
Oh, okay.
And I was like that fat guy with a glove. Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is that? And then,
Easy. Yeah.
So.
Well, Deadpool. Thanos is a complete ripoff of
Darkseid.
That's all it is.
That's right,
If you look and you compare your characters from DC and Marvel, they're complete copies of each other.
Yeah.
That's what they are. You know?
I always feel like, okay, I'm still going to ask you guys something, but I always feel like Marvel has more characters we love.
Mm-hmm.
But, like I said about Hulk Hogan, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Flash and Green Lantern.
Right.
We love them so much. For me, I'm a DC guy, even though I love way more characters in Marvel.
Right.
And I know way more characters in Marvel.
Right.
Like, half of the people in these DC universes, Heatwave and fucking Microwave, I'm like, I have no idea who these people are. And somebody will be like, yeah, did you see the little nod they gave to blah, 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 and then he shows up.
Oh,
Rip
the
Hunter.
Easter eggs and stuff like that?
I have no idea who Rip Hunter is. Like, and then, but I goddamn know who Cable is. Cable's the fucking shit.
Yeah, I think the main reason for that is that, like, the cartoons, like the 90s cartoons, like Marvel 90s cartoons, like really educated us
they did.
on,
Yeah,
on
they
the
really
Marvel
did.
universe.
They really
now,
did.
DC didn't
Marvel,
have that.
did you ever see the cards? Series 1, 2, and the Marvel
Oh, the
cards?
Marvel Masterpieces?
Yeah, and then on the back you could read
Oh, no.
their origin stories.
Dude, the Marvel Masterpieces?
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
That
yes.
too.
That's
were
my
way
youth.
Better. They were way better at that than DC was.
Yeah, like DC had Batman animated series.
Yeah.
And then for the
But that
longest
was
time,
it.
that's all it had.
That's all it had. And
Yeah.
then Superman, the Adventures of Superman came out. You know?
And even then, for like a couple seasons, and then it was like, all right, let's do fucking Justice League.
Yeah.
And then,
But they never, until recently, put stock in their side characters. Like,
Yes.
I mean,
Very
it's
true.
still Arrow, but I mean, like, it's still like, oh, it's fucking...
it's not until recently. You're absolutely right.
Green Hawkeye. That's what he was forever.
Yeah,
What I was going to say was, being that studios allowed Flash to be on Supergirl's show,
Right.
that's a crossover, and they always said, like, which they said they weren't going to do.
Right.
Do you ever think there's going to be a point where Marvel and DC will do their Infinity War, but with them too?
With,
No,
what do you mean?
that's dumb. I shouldn't say that because Infinity War is already Marvel.
No, but-
do you ever think they would do? Do you remember that time when they did that DC versus Marvel
Yeah.
comic book?
Yeah.
I'm sure they've done it a million times, but there was the
Actually, they
real
only
one.
did it
There was
once.
the once,
It was
yeah.
just the one.
What's the one where fucking Bat-Wolverine
That was
became to
it.
be?
That was
and
it. That's
all these
when
people merged.
That's when DC and Marvel merged, or not? No, they didn't really merge. They ended up coming together to
They
create.
co-wrote it, yeah.
They co-wrote these different series
Right.
of comics.
Do you ever think they would?
Do
that?
that? No.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. By the way, Flash and Supergirl, the crossover episode airs on March 28th.
March
and it's
28th.
going to be a Supergirl episode.
Yes.
So.
Oh, so it's strictly CBS that it's going to be on?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that I see, but then I also see we did you the favor to hook us up, and they'll put Supergirl in the Flash, and then Flash will bring in fucking Arrow because it's on his episode.
They could probably do
Potentially.
that,
Yeah,
potentially.
I mean, because it's...
Steve Amell is like the fucking godfather of this. He's gonna definitely want to be a part of that.
Of
He's
course.
the one that
Well,
stuck up for
an
Flash.
interesting thing on now that you mentioned Stephen Amell about the origin of
Right.
Arrow,
And he's gonna he came on SummerSlam. He might be in WrestleMania.
yes, he's gonna be a secret character in the new video game.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a secret character in my heart.
Yeah, he is.
He in an
your
interview with them,
dreams.
he mentioned that he doesn't have too many seasons left. Like he would love to come back. He's like, but the way that the writing, the scripting is, they're gonna finish it within 2 seasons.
Oh, wow.
Arrow, I mean. So that kind of leaves me.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart. What are you talking about? So
Yeah.
they're gonna kill him off?
Not necessarily that, but they asked him like, "Oh, are you gonna sign on for like another like?" They compared him with Supernatural. Like, are you gonna do like 16 seasons?
Oh,
or
dude,
whatever?
Supernatural's a shit, man. Oh, my God, that show's amazing.
I really do like that show.
I started watching it over again.
That would be cool.
But his answer was no. He's like, I would love to, but the way that everything is gonna go is like
Because I'm gonna be the Green Arrow for the Justice League, son.
Oh.
That would be the shit.
Boom!
He just gestured at his penis.
When have I not? But that would be cool contract-wise.
The Green
Again,
Arrow.
because he has such a following. There's no way the studios would want to let him go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like he does for Arrow like Ryan Reynolds does for Deadpool. Like believes in the
he
character so
promotes it,
much
yeah.
that I'm using my own time to
He
promote.
lives and breathes it. Yeah, for sure.
Well, you heard that Stephen Amell's supposed to be on Legends of Tomorrow, right?
Yes.
As
the
him
old,
in the
school
future.
one? Yeah. Or not the old school, old version of him?
Old
Version of
version of himself. I think that's the one episode that I really want to see, only because they're saying that he's supposed to look just like the Green Arrow in The Dark Knight Returns. You know the animated series? Those two
Bald?
movies? Yeah. Well, half bald
one
with the
arm?
goatee and one arm.
No.
So, one thing that I will say, if you guys want to enjoy Legends of Tomorrow more, read the
Pot
book.
cookie.
Yeah, pot cookie. Read the book Forever Evil. I know you ordered
I
it.
ordered it. I'm waiting for that thing to come to show up.
In that book, all of the characters in this show pop out, so you get to see like what they're like in the comic book version. So when you see them on the screen, it's like these characters, they bring it to life. Like Captain Cold, I just think Wentworth Miller does an amazing job as Captain Cold.
Okay.
Really does.
I do like him. Now,
Yeah.
the first podcast, the same podcast. Don't get me wrong.
Earlier
Don't
today.
get me wrong. Because I even saw the comic book. I mean, sorry, the TV show, the cartoon, the fucking.
You're looking at me as if I'm supposed to help you. I have no idea what you're talking
A
about.
magic marker, fucking felt pen. The Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah.
Do you remember? And then he had a fucking, and that's where I first realized who he was, because he had to come up with bad guys every.
Wait, a Spider-Man cartoon? That wasn't
Spider-Man?
Captain Cold? Captain
Yeah.
Cold is DC, man.
Did I say Spider-Man?
Yeah,
You
said
just
Spider-Man.
said Spider-Man,
You just said
and you
Spider-
did this!
Oh no, I'm thinking of. What am I thinking of?
Who the fuck else does... Alright.
Okay, anyway, it's not Spider-Man. I'm the hype guy.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I just went on. I saw him on something anyway, and he has the fucking glasses with the fucking
Yeah. That part's true.
the Hoth fucking
Yeah,
jacket that he
yeah.
has, and it's almost almost even the same voice, the calm, cool, collected,
Freeze?
nasally.
See, in the comic books, he does have a cold gun. His cold gun explodes on
As
his
we all
hands.
do. We all have cold
as
guns.
it happens. And it inherits the cold power
in his hands. Right.
And
And you know what? Thankfully, because I couldn't take Captain Cold as with a gun.
yeah.
I couldn't take him with a fucking gun.
So he kind of looks like Sub-Zero, where it's like his hands are all frosty.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
And so that's
You
his
know
character.
what it's like to have your hands frosty.
I do.
When you get them all frosted.
Yeah.
And then you have to like turn on the light, but there's so much frost.
He has a gun
You have to like do it
in
with
the
your
comic book, not comic book, in the cartoon,
in
the cartoon too. Why do I? You need to know everything. He has
Read my mind, goddamn you!
So in the comic, it's all in his hands. It's not a gun.
Well, now in the new 52, it's all in his hands now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so that's why it's the Forever Evil.
Yeah.
Like some shit happens where he loses his ability, but he has to rebuild a freeze gun to like be helpful because
Yeah.
he's just like another. So it's a really good read. Forever Evil, read it. It's great.
Do the metahumans come like they're doing in the Flash, or is this their universe? Everybody has powers in the Flash because of this explosion,
Yeah.
or in the comic books, is it like that, or is it just? Is it just?
It's not because of the same explosion, but they exist. Like
Oh.
that firestorm existed because of an explosion, but not like in the same way that in the Flash TV show.
Do you really think Superman's sperm would kill Lois Lane? I love that
I
you
think
make
so.
the most serious face for my
think so.
question when you know it's going to be horseshit.
Well, it's the same thing. I mean, with Spider-Man. Spider-Man killed Gwen Stacy or
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
We killed her with cancer.
He killed her with
because of his
cancer
sperm.
because of his sperm.
Oh, dude. That's a universe thing, a sort of specific story. She's not dead in, like, Gwen Stacy dead, though, right?
Oh, no.
For the most part, she's dead. Mary Jane.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
You guys should.
So they
also-
got married, but they never boned?
No, he boned her all the time, and that's what killed her.
Oh.
It eventually
Well,
killed her. That's how I would want to go.
No, that's not how I would want to go. That's how I would want to take somebody out.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
You wouldn't want to take a spider load to the butt.
No. No.
Don't knock it till you try it, man.
Can you edit this?
Don't knock it till you try it. You don't
Probably
know.
not.
But So there's a love,
In the butt, yeah.
a new love for Peter Parker in the whatever.
Well, there's two Spider-Man in the all new, all different Marvel universe.
Yeah, the Spider-Man right now, he doesn't really have a love interest. He's just like running that multi-million-dollar company. Although Mary Jane is alive
running a multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah.
Again, casual fan, don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so going back to real quick, the Superior Spider-Man, where Dr. Octopus ends up becoming Peter Parker's conscience, or not conscience, but
like takes over
Peter Parker's body. He kind of goes off and does his own thing, and he creates this multi-million-dollar company. Okay, as Peter Parker. So in this new universe, when he was separated from Peter's body, this new universe, or not new universe, but this new Spider-Man, he is now running this billion-dollar company.
Everybody Tony Stark?
Yes, dude.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Now,
everybody's Tony Stark.
Speaking of Tony Stark, though, the most recent issue of the Invincible Iron Man.
I'm waiting on those. I ordered those too. I'm waiting for those.
Mary Jane actually makes a cameo. So
she's alive.
So yeah, that was like the big reveal. Like, oh my god, she's alive.
Yeah.
And she's not with Spider-Man. And so so she
making out with Pepper? You know what I'm talking about.
She might. Who knows?
She might be.
Anyway, are we getting close to ending?
Yeah.
Because you keep looking around and doing the Macho Man wrap it up thing.
Oh yeah.
See, now I'm gonna have to edit that out. Because people aren't supposed to know when we're supposed to wrap up.
Oh, okay. Well, I got gestures to my genitals.
But,
my genitals.
But I don't call you out on it. That's the
okay.
thing.
My bad, dog.
You know?
You okay?
You okay?
You want a tissue? Or your sleeve or your shirt?
No, I'm good.
There.
It's just so beautiful. You guys
Here's my sleeve.
Beautiful. So beautiful.
Well, that's how we do here in comics. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. This is another episode of Comics. This is Esteban.
This is Ash.
This is Luis.
And always remember, if you're gonna do a superhero jump, be careful because it does fuck up your knees. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.